No one knows how powerful they are until they're put to the test. Five tuned-up production model sports cars are out to discover the truth. Just how high is their actual high-performance level? The Audi TT Bimoto from MTM with two engines. Is 400 kilometers per hour possible?
Ready, steady, go!
The Brabus SV12, can it hit 330? The MTM Audi RS6, a family car faster than 300?
Ready, steady, go!
Where are the limits to the power of the Trident worn by the Maserati Coupe from Modena? And most likely the favourite here, can the Porsche GT Street S from Tech Art send its needle all the way to 350 km/h?
Go!
At the high-speed track at Nardo in southern Italy, all five are driven full throttle and pushed to their limit. Our team encountered ideal conditions for testing such extreme driving machines. Here you drive around a continuous banked track, he says. Only a slight curve, but very steep. Up to 240 km/h, there's no side force. One lap is 12.5 kilometres long, and that's something unique in Europe and perfect for us. The big favourite, the Porsche GT Street S, tuned by Tech Art, is the most powerful. It's based on the Porsche GT2. The source of all its power, the 646 horses produced by the GT Street's Boxer engine. Pulled by all that power, Tech Art hopes to push its Porsche far beyond 300 km/h, and here in Nardo, even make it to 350. Three cars up to meet the challenge: the MTM Audi RS6, the Modena Maserati Coupe, and the Brabus SV12. With its 12-cylinder bi-turbo, the SL has the greatest power and chance against the Porsche. To do so, it sacrifices not 1 gram of comfort. The Brabus version of the Mercedes SL600 tips the scales at 2 tons. Its weight should have no influence upon its accelerating to 330. For this feat, Brabus has increased the displacement of the SL engine to 6.3 litres. The SV12 churns out 640 horsepower. In a beauty contest, this guy would have the best chances. The Maserati from the Italian tuner Modena. In this case, it's full speed ahead. The aim of this coupe is to hit 300. The modified 8-cylinder engine delivers 550 horsepower. That actually should be sufficient for 300 km/h at this high-speed track. The car most ideally suited for family travel among our athletic contestants is the Audi RS6 from Motorentechnik Meyer, better known as MTM. Inside, with room for 5 and sporting equipment, the RS6 also targets 300 km/h. Made possible by a 532 horsepower V8. The RS6 did not come here all alone. It's accompanied by an Audi TT of a very special kind, also courtesy of MTM. The TT Bimoto has 2 hearts beating inside, one engine up front and another in the back. Together, they beat with a pulse of 850 horsepower. This MTM prototype, tuned specifically for high performance, takes on a special position in our challenge and does not count towards the final results. Its aim here, 400. Can the MTM Audi TT hit the 400 mark? How far does the needle swing on the other models? Find out in part 2 of this extreme challenge later on in the show. These goats at the track in Nardo are in for a pretty loud night as we return to our challenge of extreme sports cars. It's restless concentration in the pit lane as the teams meticulously prepare their cars. The finishing touches and just the right tuning is administered to the cars. In the battle of speed, it's the little details that count. The tyres, for example, are of crucial importance. Only production tyres are allowed. A specialist checks them before they're sent out onto the track. Pressure and alignment have to be just perfect for a dependable and safe ride at more than 300 km/h. Should something be wrong with the tyres, the Pirelli crew can react real fast or have spares ready in an instant. Nothing is to be left to chance as far as the tyres are concerned for these test cars. The tyres are their life's guarantee, he says, since the tyres are the only part in contact with the pavement. They have the toughest job to do and guarantee absolute safety. It's finally time to head back out onto the track. Head of the testing, Otto Hoffmeier fits a special measuring device into each car. The test results are absolutely exact. There's no depending simply on the speedometer readings. We use a GPS as an onboard computer, he says. Every 2 seconds it gives us a speed signal, an effective speed reading. Maximum speed is stored on the computer, so that we have the control over how fast the car is going. 306 should be no problem, he estimates. Here, it's the boss himself behind the wheel. Roland Meyer's Audi RS6 is the first to be tested. This tuned family sports car is aiming for more than 300 km/h. In the beginning, everything goes as planned. Roland Meyer feels his way up to the 300 mark. Then suddenly, the RS6 loses speed. A big shock as it passes by for the first time. Right in front of the test camp, the MTM starts spewing flames at a speed of 286. No need to worry, the RS6 makes it back into the pits just in time. No hope for its engine, though. Water and oil temperature were okay, he says. Then I saw a flame in my mirror. I slowed down and it was gone. I figured there was fuel in my exhaust pipe and tried again. But then it didn't work anymore. Another spell of bad luck. The Maserati is also forced to give up. Engine problems bring the coupe back to the base. In the end, it just barely makes 300.
Der kriegt Volllastklingen, der Schirm. Bitte? Der kriegt Volllastklingen in den Motor, Schirm. Das bringt nichts.
Die 292, aber er hatte ein technisches Problem, dass der Motor hätte...
The engine would have been damaged, he tells us, if he'd driven at that speed any longer. It turns out to be a duel between the teams from Tech-Art and Brabus. The SL quickens its pace. A pro driver has been flown in especially to drive the car and get top speed acceleration out of it. Brabus has set 330 as its target. At Tech-Art Porsche, they're still busy with the final fine-tuning, as the Brabus only records a time of 327. Tech-Art hopes their Porsche GT Street can beat that. 350 may sound too optimistic, but in the end it achieves 335, less than hoped for, but still enough to make it our high-speed winner, followed by the Brabus SL in second, slightly ahead of the Modena Maserati, and totally out of the race with a dead engine, the MTM RS6. Sadly, the Audi TT Bimoto had to give up the dream of 400 kmh as one of its two engines burnt out.